what day is it? What are we looking at here?
It is Sunday, Sonntag, Dimanche, the 16th, says, 16.
So, here we are.
Here we are, sitting on a park bench in a park, underneath a slightly rising
sun.
Yeah. We on the.
It's going to be hot before long, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be like I thought I heard 100, over 100, or maybe 100 with a heat index of 106. I don't know.
And so you survived your quarantine.
This has been an interesting year. Now, here's the positive that I got from being quarantined. I was quarantined, and I more or less was within the bounds of quarantine, staying distant, your mask, but I also finagled the way to where I can leave the premises and not have it show up on their logs, because I put some paper and cardboard and things like that. So that way, yeah, but I did go do some shopping and things like that. But the good thing is, I did get called by a certain individual of, ex-con. Oh, a squirrel. Cute tail.
Wow. You speak squirrel.
Yes, I do.
You got called by an ex-con, huh?
Well, he did call ex-con, gang-banging, crack dealing, crack addicted, occasional meth user, alcoholic, probably a pimp. Or I've been told he was a pimp before. I kept saying, I am asymptomatic positive. I can't go out, and things like that. It's, blah, 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 I'll pay you money, It's like, from previous lessons, no, you won't pay that much money, but you will offer me crack.
And you can see how, the needles, like with AIDS, people would be like, man, I got AIDS. He goes, give me a shot. I don't care, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what that sounds like.
Yeah, and it's like, it's like, no, thank you, goodbye. Did he call after quarantine? No, he didn't.
Oh, there's our friendly squirrel here. He's ready to come up and say hi. Give him some seaweed.
I don't know if they can. Well, this has got
salt, sodium and sugar. And
all I mean, I wish I could, but. Or give him part of your Danish.
It's gone. And it's sugar.
Oh, okay. Well, how about Bob's?
Well, I don't want to open Bob's. I just got this for another time.
Ah.
So you've survived the COVID-19. That's good. You're working again. That's good.
Yeah.
So how's the work going?
It's easy. I mean, yesterday I did filing, and I also called 50 people, the two guys that were selected, they really liked the way that I did the interview, and I connected with those two guys, and Floyd said, and where we are is not too far from where he lives. He said like 5 minutes away. He said, let me see if I can get the gist of his work. I've lived in Dallas all my life, and I want to meet you. I mean, I'm really glad we talked. Blah blah blah. I said, sure, So.
And how long do they think it'll be going for, this job now?
That is an interesting question. You've seen the political shenanigans that Trump has been pulling. One of he's messing with the census. He's also messing with the post office. Because he's already said if he's elected, he wants to get rid of everything. All social programs.
Social Security, too.
Yep.
which would really suck.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't happen. It's
Well,
so stupid.
Given the way this country is right now, I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be some sort of, if he loses, he's going to be a spoiled 15-year-old, they're crooked, they're crooked, I'm special, it's all about me.
Taking my baseball and bat and bases and going home, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
And nobody can play baseball ever again.
Exactly.
That little spoiled kid.
And, and if the sports figures kneel down, it's, you're an American,
Yeah. So yeah, no, I know all that. I'm totally up on that. So then you're going to get. So you got a new roommate, you said?
That's the interesting.
So how's the new roommate?
Okay, let's see. I get back from work about 9:30. It's like, oh, surprise! You have a new roommate. He came in at 3. Okay, and by that time, all of the counselors have already left and all that, so he hasn't been processed yet. So I go in, we start talking, and he's a Texas boy out of Mesquite, Army, medic, Tucson.
Do you have everything safe? You can lock your laptop up and stuff where he can't get it?
My laptop is in my bag.
Yeah.
All my important documents is in my backpack. My flash drive is in my backpack.
Yeah. Well, that's probably a good place for it because you have car insurance now?
Yes, I
Well,
have.
you don't have full coverage.
No, it's still, but because I was quarantined, I really wasn't being kept up to date on a lot of stuff. It had expired, and they, canceled it. And a few days later, I got out, and it's like, oh, cool, letters, wonderful. Why wasn't this mail forwarded to me?
So what's on the plan here to get your... So first of all, we're talking about this. So we just went to Whole Food store,
yes.
And you used your welfare card.
Yeah, my food stamps.
Food stamp card at a Whole Foods. Well,
yeah.
Right here. Whole Foods takes welfare
free
cards.
Free pub.
Yeah, isn't that wild? I mean,
well, no,
there's some conservatives out there saying, well, he shouldn't be allowed to use it there. He should only be able to use it for Walmart.
Fuck the conservatives.
No, I know, but they're like,
well, I can buy healthier stuff there than I can at Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've been shopping there since Whole Foods came into town.
Cool.
So it's like cool.
So then your food stamp card is can you use it at McDonald's too?
No.
You can't use it at a fast food place?
No. And I can't, and I used to be able, I don't know what changed, I used to be able to buy a small bag of, or 12 ounces of ground up flaxseed with chia seed with chocolate and coconut. And now, like this latest update, I can't buy that anymore, but I could buy the hemp seed one. It's like, what the fuck?
So if you go to Whole Foods, if you had a bottle of beer there, it would say, I can't buy the beer.
Exactly.
And she would tell you that, right?
Yeah, or he would tell me that, yeah.
Which item?
Yeah, it'll be rejected.
But it won't reject everything. It'll just say that one item.
Well, no, or ready-made sandwiches, that they make over in the bakery, or breakfast tacos, things like that. Ready-made food, I can't buy. I can't go to a restaurant. Now, if I go to a 7-Eleven and buy a salad there, I can buy that and things like that.
So then, anything else? Let's see. We talked about that. COVID-19, you're feeling better now.
Well, except for the shoulder.
Well, the shoulder, but you're not. You're out and about. Then. Yeah. So you don't know how long this job will last. But are you?
Okay. It's probably until the 31st. Well, it depends on what that bitch, narcissistic bitch Trump does and finagles. Because he wants to get everything done by the 31st, whether the count's up to date or not. If that doesn't come through, then it'll be October 31st.
So you're good till at least September.
Yeah.
But maybe October.
Yeah. And at the same time, I am taking an online Python programming course.
Yeah, you also took something I don't think we talked about. Maybe we did on a Zoom interview. You took a
COVID-19 psychological first aid course.
Yeah, what did you learn there?
How to handle with people, what to take into account, where they're at, and no matter who they are, because there are some people, like for me, I was angry, I was ashamed, I was, I stress.
Ashamed to have COVID-19?
Yeah, it's like, why me? What did I do wrong?
Who'd I sleep with? Yeah.
Well, I haven't slept with anybody this year.
No, but I'm just being funny.
I know.
Like AIDS or
syphilis. Yeah.
So then,
But it gives you. Now, keep in mind, this was as Future Learning is out of England, but they've connected to like University of Michigan, all the universities in England and Australia. So, except for that. I sent you a copy of it. If you read through it, it'll tell you what was covered.
Yeah. Right. So then what's the long-term goals now? I know the Python class. That's what you learned there. Then you're taking a Python class.
Right.
Which will help you how?
Improve my job skills. It's a new IT skill. And Python is the programming language of the day, so it's easy to learn. I have to get back into that IT mode, so I can get a better job than trying to okay, I'll take that temporary job for $50, $20 an hour, no benefits or anything like that, so that I can get back to living a life.
Yeah, that's the whole goal, right?
Right.
And then, because we're getting hot here, we're gonna have to start wrapping up. So you got your Python class. So then you're working. You're still living at the Salvation Army. You got a new roommate. We talked about that.
Well, I guess I don't know where he's at.
Right. Well, his stuff's still there.
Yeah, but this is not a good sign. He might get kicked out before he's totally processed in. I explained to him that, hey, he has an opportunity here to get his shit together. He's a medic, so he could get work over at VA.
So now your housing. So
Are
they saying that you can stay here still? Because at first, when we first started this documentary, you were talking about you only had till March, and then the Salvation Army would kind of like process you through. There's no time limit on that?
Well, I'm not sure because I reached DHA, Dallas Housing Authority, LaShawn. I explained the situation. I don't have a job. I'm out of money, and she said, okay. And this was before I got reinstated. She sent me some documentation about income and all that, and it's like, okay, no, Salvation Army, nothing, food stamps. So I sent that in, and they've accepted my paperwork. Now, since then, I've started working again on Wednesday and making $20 an hour. So, and I have an appointment with the Dallas or GI Forum. So, and that's for the end of this month, where I'll get re-interviewed and all that. So everything is kind of like in flux, up in the air, So right there.
Yeah, just getting some. Okay, well, any last thoughts here for this session of getting GW back together?
Yes.
It's what?
If anybody, okay, I've been a drug addict and things like that, but if you get at the concept of it, binge watching TV, binge eating, whatever, that's still, the core is still the same as doing drugs or alcohol in a maladaptive way. So I need to stop binging watching TV and things like that and focus on me instead of putting my happiness outside of me. It's like, I gotta watch this TV show. this is plastic stuff which I can replace with weights either 5 or 10 pounds for a total of 50 pounds.